Hello internet, how are y'all today? I'm doing great. So y'all probably already figured out me and Rachel are posting separate videos. I'm posting a video every other day, and then the days I don't post, she posts a video. We're just doing this method until we can get together more often and film more videos together. Right now, neither of us have our cars or licenses, so until we can do that, we have to improvise. But we didn't want to just leave y'all hanging after a while, so this is like our way of doing that. But don't worry, we're gonna be together, and the stuff we have coming up is gonna be amazing. So make sure y'all click that subscribe button and you like the videos, because you're not gonna want to miss anything that's happening on this channel. Okay, with that being said, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be telling you about the time that I almost died in band. So, before I jump in to the band part, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of a background, and that's just so y'all understand that I've been having problems with this ankle before anything has happened for band-wise. So I lived in Arkansas for a while, and when I lived there, I played soccer. I started when I was around 4 or 5, and I played soccer all the way to the end of my middle school career. I also played basketball, and I did a little bit of track in middle school, but I guess you could say it all started out when I moved to Virginia. I was around 10, and I moved to Virginia. My dad got a new job, so we had to move with his job for that. And I played goalie a lot because that's just my type, that's my personality. That was my favorite position on the soccer team. And what happened was, it was during the middle of a game. I had slid down to get the ball, and a girl had decided she was going to cleat my back and also my ankle. So as I was getting the ball, she literally kicked my back. Okay, like, I was curled up around the ball, and she goes, kick. What part of my back, with the goalie jersey that's red, looks like a soccer ball that's white? Like, if you know the ball is white, then why'd you kick my back, which is red? Okay, and I get you're trying to, get the ball away from me so you can make a goal. But my hands were on the opposite side of my body. See, like, okay, here's my back, here's the ball around here. She goes, bam, 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 and I'm like, that's my back, honey. So the ref finally called it off. He was like, yo, back off. Goalie's got the ball. Y'all need to back off. And I was like, thank you, I'm dying. And so I throw the ball out. My offense players run to the other side of the field. They play with their defense for a bit. Goalie grabs the ball, throws it back down my way. My team does their best to defend it. Well, that same girl comes back and she kicks the ball really far ahead. And part of this makes me think that this was an accident on her part. So I dive down, and when I dived down, my legs sort of went out from under me. Well, she went to go slide, but when she slid, she got my ankle with her cleat. Like, it hurt. She came in sprinting down the field and kicked my, slid into my feet, ankle thing. Well, I have a really, really high pain tolerance, and I had shin guards on, so I didn't think much of it. Sure, I was limping a little when I went to get water, but my coach saw that and told me to sit out for a few minutes, and I said, no, I'm really competitive. So I said no. And that's all fun. We finished the game. I go home. I have a bruise near my ankle, and I put ice on it, and I'm walking fine. I have a little limp, but nothing major. Well, let's just say, because I have a high pain tolerance, I didn't really notice anything was wrong. But after a while of me walking and it still hurt a little, I told my mom. We went to the doctor, got x-rayed. Turns out it's a little bit out of its socket. I walked on that foot and that ankle for 3 months before we found out that that ankle was halfway dislocated. Yeah. And so, like, I have high pain tolerance, so, like, it didn't really affect me at all. When I got my scar here, when I cut myself open and blood was just gushing out, I literally stared at it for 5 minutes before I went downstairs and told my mom that I needed to go to the hospital. So, yeah. So, fast forward to 2014. I'm in marching band now. I play a 25-pound instrument that wraps around and sits on my shoulders. Sousaphone, it's a really great instrument. You get to do a lot of cool dance moves with it. But if you don't stretch right, or you don't march correctly, you can really mess your body up. My freshman year, I didn't do correct stretching, and I've messed my back up. So now, after practice every night, I have to stretch out my back, because my back just gives out. So I play 25-pound instrument. That's $10,000. So my freshman year was pretty fun. Sophomore year was fine. My junior year, I took a break from due to obvious reasons. My senior year has been really, really interesting. In our movements, we have a really fast-paced part, and we got rid of this, thankfully. But at one point, they had brass jazz running. Now, if you don't know what jazz running is, it's like you're on the tiptoes of your feet, and you're basically running on your toes in a 6 to 5 step size, or 4 to 5 step size, meaning you're taking 4 steps every 5 yards. And we had to run in that. So I would always fall. There'd be a hole and I would fall in it. Other people fell too. It'd be wet, rainy, we'd be falling everywhere. So I had that. I also am very clumsy. So I trip over everything. And with the sousaphone, you can't really look down because you have it wrapped around and the body's right here. So if you want to look down, you have to like lift it up and look down to see where you're going. If you do that, the bell's up here, it's going to tilt back, meaning you can lose your balance. Also, I'm just going to add, yes, in the middle of this, I'm adding a photo of a sousaphone because I don't remember if I told y'all what it looked like. Well, I mean, I told y'all, like, sort of what it looked like, but I didn't, like, show y'all. You'll figure it out. If I did, then I apologize. Otherwise, I'm inserting a picture of a sousaphone, and I'll also be inserting a picture of me with the sousaphone next to me, so y'all can just really understand how big a sousaphone is. look down to see where you're going. So on Tuesday, October, whatever Tuesday was, we were doing our marching. We were backwards marching, and we had to go 16 counts in about 4 yards, about 20 yards. And I go backwards for that. And I have to take humongous steps. Because the people in front of me, they're Souzas as well. So they're coming behind. They can't see me. I have a Souza behind me. I can't see him. So I'm going backwards. They're going backwards. They're about to hit me. I'm trying to make sure I don't hit him. But the thing is, I cannot look backwards to see where he's at. I have to keep my eyes on the drum major so I can get the tempo in so I can play my music. So we're doing a set. We're going really fast backwards. There's nothing in front of me or behind me that can trip me. I trip on air. My foot is like this. It lands like this. I land on my ankle pops, and pain shoots up the back of my leg. Well, I have to set out the rest of practice because I almost fell. I almost killed myself, and if I did fall, I probably would have killed, not literally, but I probably would have killed the 3 Souzas in front of me. They would have fallen over each other because they can't look behind them. And that would have been about $40,000 worth of damage I'd have to pay for the band to fix. So, I had to finish up that rep. So I had to quickly get out of the way. But as I had to get out of the way, I stepped down wrong again, and I almost fell again. Yeah, I know. My band director later on that day said he watched and his heart stopped, thinking he was about to have a sousaphone domino effect. Yep. See, I don't really care if I get injured. Like, I care, but at the same time, I care more about that instrument because that's a lot of money. And I had to sit off the field for an hour and a half. So as I went up, after practice, we have a huge hill we have to climb to get to the school. So we're going up the hill, and my friend sees that I'm limping, like, more like hobbling. I am hopping with the Souza up a hill because I can barely put weight down on my left foot. She's a mellophone player. She offered to take my Souza, and I just want to say kudos to her. I want to say thank you so much if you're watching this. I literally hobbled up a hill as she carried a 35-pound instrument. Like, I was speechless when she got into the band room and she handed it to me. Literally, in my mind, I was clapping and screaming because normally when I'm tired, the guy who carries my Souza for me, who helps me get up the hill, he was out. Like, he was injured too. And I was literally about to fall down the hill. Like, it's bad. When you go up a hill, gravity wants to pull you back down. And I have a 35-pound instrument that's going on my shoulder that's pulling me back as I try to go forward. And I have an ankle that's messing up. So I'm so thankful that she helped me. Thank you so much. Like, I owe you something now. Thank you so much. Wow. So, I don't know how many times I can thank you, but thank you so much. But the thing is, I have a competition in 3 days, and it turns out that my Achilles tendon is slightly torn. I have a competition, and I can't walk. This isn't gonna go well, but I don't really care because it's my senior year and I'm going to be there for the band no matter what. So I'm going. But as I walked back, as I was about to leave actually, the band director looked at me and was like, dang, you're not having a good senior year. I mean, I was doing pretty good, but, I mean, you just have your ups and downs. Like, I didn't stretch correctly or something. Or I just misplaced accidents happen, guys. So, all I'm gonna say is when you're in the sport, please make sure y'all stretch correctly and you don't horse around. I wasn't horsing around, but I know people who horse around during sports and that's how they get hurt. But make sure you stretch correctly. If you know for a fact that there's something wrong with your knee or your ankle or any part of your body, make sure that you don't push yourself past your breaking point like I did. Instead of getting off the field right away, I decided I was going to march some more, and that's what did it for me. The fact that after I rolled my ankle, I decided I'm going to keep going, and as I kept going, I took a step back, and it went south. So, make sure y'all take care of your personal health, and you make sure you take care of your physical health. If you don't, I promise it'll fuck you up in the future. Anyways, guys, that's today's video. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe, comment, like, share. Do what you want. Just remember, me and Rachel will be getting together soon. We will be having some exciting plans. We've been talking, and we have a good few ideas where we want to go for, or what we want to do for for some videos. But you're not going to want to miss anything, I can tell you all that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll be back tomorrow with another video. Bye, guys.